Okay, so the way this thing works is when this collet closer closes, these little these three little levers pull, come forward. And what that does is it pushes against this plate that we're making and pulls the tube into the adapter more. It only has to move like an eighth of an inch or something like that. So that's where they get this mechanical advantage. They got this big long lever on here, and then it rides up this cam. Let's see if I can show you. Okay, so it's got this cam inside of here, and these three levers ride on that cam. So when you close this collet closer, these three little levers pop out and they push on the plate, forcing this back and tightening up the tube. There's another part here that we'll make later, and what there is here is a little lever, and this lever pops in like that, and that's what you use to lock this collar to the spindle of the machine. But for what we're making right now, we can test it without that and make sure that we get the right dimensions and everything, and then later on the piece that we're making on the lathe we'll put on the rotary table and we'll cut these slots for this thing. Okay, so got this down to size. Got a beautiful finish on it. So what I'm going to do now is I'm going to start setting up to drill a hole through it. And what I'll do is I'll move the steady over to the good part here. Hopefully it won't hack it up too much. And then we'll get to drilling. Okay, so we're ready to rock. We got a couple taper shank bits. I got the steady set up so that I can drill this. And the first real finish dimension I'm going for is 1.350. So we'll get it out, with these things, and then we'll, unfortunately, I'm going to have to start using bits like this, which, are the peck method, because this is a long way to drill. So anyways, we'll just get her going here. Alright, we're going to be running at 375 RPM. We'll just drill this as far as we can. Here we go. Turn the suck pump on. Alright, I can see my bit here. We're going to have to do a little degaussing. Problem is my bit's magnetic. Chips aren't coming off of it, so you can make one of these if you can find a transformer out of something. But see all this crap that's... This will work a little better. See how it's magnetic? Watch this. Now it's not magnetic. Alright, so let's continue on with this drilling. After the Yogi incident, all the doors are now shut and we're armed, so we're ready to start boring this thing. I'm going to show you in a second here. I got the boring bar hooked up, and it's going to be a long, narrow bore. So it may give me some problems with the chatter. If I start having, I mean, I got to go in 5 inches, and it's, you know, it's pretty tough steel. So if it starts chattering, what I'll do is I'll cut it off and I'll turn it around. You know, that's as good as I can do. Well, you know, we got a set true chuck here, so we'll dial it in and, you know, we'll get what we get. So. Alright, so I just cut off that tool bit over there. It's a 1/4 inch piece of cobalt. And I got my table here set for an 8-degree angle, so that's what we're going to put on here for relief. Okay. So that should do the job. Let's put in the boring bar and set it up. Alright, we're just getting on this boring here. And squirt a little love juice in there. I'm gonna do the first one by hand here just to make sure there's no nasties inside. Must have been where we started drilling when the bear came in. Switch lubricants here. See how this does. Yum, yum. Still looking good here. Oh, we might be at the end of the hole. Tool still looks good. Alright, we'll set up some feed here and guess we'll put on, well, let's try 10 thousandths just to be on the safe side here. Now, before I do that, set up 0 so I don't crash the thing. Alright. Alright, should be jamming. Okay, we're done with turning the outside, and got the thing bored out. So I'm going to put this thing in the saw now, and I'm going to cut it off, and then we're going to turn it around and face the other side, and then I left this extra long So if I need to, I can come back and trim this off to adjust the whole thing. So we'll put it on here now with it being real long and see how it fits, and we'll make a measurement and cut it off. So we're cutting it off. After this, it's all back in the lid. So I got it chucked back up in my 6 jaw, and as you can see, I didn't quite bore far enough. This is smaller than the diameter it should be, and it's just a couple thou on the inside here. So we're going to face it off, and may have to get the boring bar out and just touch that up a little bit, but let me do it here. Hang on. Just cleaning up the saw cut here.